This is Mato. In this video I will show you the game between Fabiano Caruana and Magnus Carlsen. This is the game from Tata Steel chess tournament that was played in Netherlands in 2015. Fabiano Caruana had white pieces and he started with e4. Magnus Carlsen played c5, Sicilian defense, knight to f3, knight to c6, and now bishop to b5, Rossolimo attack, g6, bishop takes knight. How to recapture? Carlsen recaptured with the d pawn, b takes on c6, Ho Yifan captured with b pawn in her game against Lukman Veli in the same tournament. Carlsen recaptured the d pawn, d3, bishop to g7, h3, preventing bishop to g4, knight to f6, knight to c3, b6, bishop to e3, black to move. Now Carlsen played a very interesting move that is not usually played in this position. e5. Is this a blunder or some deep home analysis? White can capture the pawn. Caruana castled kingside. Would you capture the pawn? Let's look what happens if knight takes on e5. If knight takes on e5, knight takes on e4, queen to f3, bishop takes knight, queen takes on e4, pinning the bishop, f6, bishop to f4. Looks good for white, doesn't it? Caruana castled kingside and Carlsen castled kingside too. 10 moves have been played. Who is better? White or black? Black has the bishop here and white has a better pawn structure. Both kings are safe. The game continued. a3, queen to e7, queen to b1 intending b4, knight to h5. While Caruana is busy on the queen side, Carlsen is taking action on the king side. b4, f5. Well, this reminds me of King's Indian defense. Pawn takes pawn on c5, f4, attacking the bishop, bishop to d2, b takes on c5, queen to b3 check, bishop to e6, queen to a4, attacking the pawn on c6, rook from a to c8, queen to a5, g5, knight to a4. Pawn is attacked twice, defended once. How to defend the pawn? There is no defending. g4, h takes on g4, bishop takes on g4, queen takes on c5. Caruana would be happy to exchange queens. Queen to f6, knight to h2, attacking the bishop. Where is the bishop going? For the purpose of the exercise, let's call this the critical position of the game. Black to move. Please pause the video and try to find the best move for black. What is the best move? This is the move that turned the table. f3. If bishop to e6, bishop to c3, and white is better. We have f3. Knight takes bishop, attacking the queen. Queen to g6. Queen is eyeing the pawn on g2. Queen to e7. Well, Caruana surely considered knight to e3. Then bishop to h6 in order to remove the defender of g2 pawn. Queen takes on e5. Bishop takes knight, threatening checkmate. Queen to h2. Bishop takes bishop, and black is winning. So Caruana played the queen to e7. F takes on g2, attacking the rook. Rook from f to b1. Queen takes knight on g4. Queen to g5. Caruana wants to exchange queens. Queen to e2. Queen to e3. Queen to g4. Queen to g5, and queens were exchanged. Knight to f4, defending the pawn. Bishop takes knight. Pawn takes bishop. King takes pawn on g2. f3 check. Black pawn magically appeared on f3 again, bringing black advantage. King to f1. Just imagine if rook can fly, just see a checkmate. Black to move. How would you continue? Most people would capture the rook. I would. Carlsen played rook to f4. c3. Rook to d8. What about rook to h4? Then king is escaping to d2. So after c3 we have rook to d8, attacking the pawn on d3. d4. Black to move. How would you continue? Carlsen played bishop to h6. Perhaps rook takes on e4 is also possible. But this is also possible. Bishop takes on d4. And after c takes on d4. Rook to h4, threatening checkmate. After king to e1, rook takes on d4. And black is winning. In the game we have bishop to h6. King to e1. Rook takes pawn on e4. King to d1. c5. King to c2. C takes on d4. King to d3. Rook to e2. c4. Rook takes pawn on f2, creating dangerous pass pawn on f-file. Rook to d1. Black to move. Black played a move when white resigned. The move is rook to e2. White resigned. In view of this continuation, c5, creating room for the king. Rook to e3 check. King to c4. d3. Second dangerous pass pawn. Rook to e1. Rook takes rook. Rook takes rook. d2, attacking the rook. Rook to d1. Rook to e8. And one line goes like this. Knight to b2. Rook to e1. Rook takes pawn on d2. Bishop takes on d2. Knight to d3. Bishop to e3. Knight takes rook. f2. Knight to c2. Pawn is pushed, promoted to queen. This is just one way to win. That is why Caruana resigned in this position. And let's go back to this very interesting move at early stage in the game. This is move 8. When Carlsen played e5, would this become a fashion now? We will see. What do you think of this move? Would you capture if you had white pieces? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess and bye for now.